Your brain doesn't hate hard work. You just don't know how to trick it. For a long time, I thought something was wrong with me. I kept asking myself, why can't I start, even when I know this thing matters for my future? Why does my brain suddenly come up with 1,000 excuses, checking my phone, doing random pointless stuff? When I started diving deeper into neuroscience and learning psychology, something clicked. Your brain was never designed for success, growth, or big dreams. It has one main job: save energy and keep you safe. That's why when you try to do something hard, new, or long-term, your brain resists. Not because it's against you, but because it's doing exactly what it was built to do.
So, why do some people work so easily? Here's something I realized way later than I should have. If the brain naturally resists hard work, why do some people seem to work so effortlessly? Why can one person focus for hours while another escapes after 5 minutes? At first, I thought they were just different. Strong willpower, better discipline, built different. But that's not the real difference. The real difference is that some people, consciously or not, create conditions where their brain doesn't feel threatened before starting. Instead of saying run, their brain says, okay, we can try this. The mistake most people make, and this is exactly where most people mess up. When their brain resists, their first reaction is pressure. I have to do this. Stop being lazy. Tomorrow I'll get serious. Or they start comparing themselves to others. I did this for years. Every time I fell behind, I thought the problem was my personality, not my approach. But to your brain, pressure feels like danger. Stress, tight deadlines, and fear activate the brain's threat system, and the result is predictable. Your brain suggests the fastest escape: your phone, social media, sleep, anything that gives instant relief. The brain's core rule. This is the key idea that simplifies everything. Your brain doesn't care about logic or long-term plans. It only asks 2 questions. Is there danger right now? Is there reward right now? If the answer isn't clear, resistance kicks in. That's why you can scroll on your phone for hours, but starting the thing that builds your future feels hard. So we're not trying to change the brain, we're learning how to play by its rules. Technique 1. Stupidly small starts. The first way to calm your brain is to make the start almost ridiculous. I call this stupidly small scaling. You define the task so small that your brain has nothing to argue with. Not 2 hours of work, not finishing the project, just opening the file, just sitting at the desk, just 2 minutes of focus. The brain doesn't hate continuing, it hates starting. When the start feels safe, resistance drops, and most of the time, your brain carries you forward on its own. Technique 2. Instant rewards. The second trick is to reward your brain before the results. Your brain doesn't like delayed rewards. That's why tasks with long-term outcomes get postponed. What I do is attach a small, immediate reward to the process, not the finish. A specific playlist I only use while doing that hard task, a certain drink, a specific environment. Over time, your brain stops running away and starts waiting for it.
Technique 3. Remove choice. What drains your brain isn't the hard work itself. It's the decisions before starting. When should I start? Where should I sit? How long should I work? Each one is a decision, and each decision burns mental energy. That's one of the main reasons planning tomorrow, today, matters. Your brain has a limited decision-making capacity. When everything is already decided, your brain doesn't have to choose in the morning. Energy stays intact, and execution becomes easier. Technique 4. Identity. The fourth technique is about how you see yourself. Most of us say, I have to work, and that have to instantly creates resistance. But when the wording changes, behavior changes. Instead of, I have to do this, you say, I'm the kind of person who does hard things. This isn't motivation, it's identity. Your brain argues with tasks, but it doesn't argue with who you believe you are. When you see yourself a certain way, doing the work stops feeling like a fight. It starts feeling like staying consistent with who you are. Final summary. Your brain is not your enemy. It's designed for comfort and survival, not future building. But by making starts smaller, adding instant rewards, removing decisions, and shaping your identity, you stop fighting your brain and start working with it. You don't need insane willpower. You just need to know how to guide your brain the right way. If this video helped you even a little, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments what's the one hard thing you keep putting off.